All right, and we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our latest Lodgify live demo. We're super excited to have you here and excited to get into everything that Lodgify offers. I am Mikkel Radich. I'm a content marketing specialist here at Lodgify, and I'm joined by Marcel. You want to introduce yourself, Marcel?
Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm Marcel. I've been in the company for a couple years now. I'm a senior sales specialist, and I'm going to be walking you through the entire presentation.
Awesome. All right, so what can you guys expect for today? Like Marcel just said, he's going to be walking you through everything Lodgify has to offer. That'll include a walkthrough of all of our different features, as well as a look within the product itself so you can see what our software looks like. We'll also go over all the steps involved in onboarding to give you an idea of what it looks like to get started with Lodgify. And then, of course, right now we have our Black Friday offer on. It's a great time to get started with us. So we'll go over what our offer entails. And then, as always, we will end with a Q&A. So if you've got any questions now about Lodgify, or if anything occurs to you throughout the demo, go ahead and put it in the chat on the right side of your screen. And we should be able to get to all of the questions at the end of the demo.
All right. Awesome.
And then quickly, before I hand it over to Marcel, just so you all know, we don't only offer vacation rental software. We also offer a ton of resources that help make hosting even easier for you all. So that includes guides and downloadable resources like forms and templates that you'll need to use for your business, the blog with super helpful content, webinars. We usually do about one webinar a month with different industry experts. And then we also offer what we call the Lodgify Academy with online courses that are completely free. So I'm going to pop those links for you guys in the chat in case you want to check them out. And I will hand it over to Marcel to do the demo.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Nicole. All right. Well, you're stuck with me for a while now, guys. I'm going to be walking you through the entire platform. I'm going to explain how everything works. I'm going to walk you step by step how the whole setup process would look like. And then, of course, at the end, we're going to discuss about the Black Friday deal, which I'm sure most of you are here just for that. First of all, Lodgify, it's an all-in-one solution. We offer you ease of use. We offer you a lot of tools that will help you streamline and automate the whole process of managing your business, okay? Now, talking about the platform itself, we've been live for a bit over 10 years now. We have over 200,000 active users across 180 countries. And then, of course, we partner with the top channels out there: Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, and Expedia. We also offer you a connection to Google Vacation Rentals, which is a huge platform in terms of exposure. And then, of course, well, you're able to connect other channels other than these four. It's a different type of connection, but there's a lot of other integrations that can happen as well. As you can see, well, we have great reviews across many platforms, and we've received a few awards in the last couple of years. So I think we will be able to help you as much as possible. Now, the platform, it's more than just technology, okay? We will give you all the tools that you need to make your life easier. This is all about saving time and effort, and that's what I'm about to tell you right now. Now, it's an all-in-one solution, like I said before, so we gather everything in a single place. This will make your life easier by unifying all your channels and all your operations in a single platform, okay? As you can see, well, we divide this in several parts. We have the channel manager, the website builder, the property management software itself, and then, of course, automation, the mobile app, and, of course, a lot of reports, okay? And that's like a all-in-one solution. We offer you free onboarding as well, so you don't have to pay absolutely nothing when it comes to setup or onboarding. And then, of course, you're going to have the best customer support out there. We have a very large customer support team helping you anytime you need assistance. Now, the platform itself, it's divided in a few parts. The first thing that I'm going to be discussing here is how it's divided, all the features that we offer, all right? On this section of our presentation, I'm just going to describe these features to you. I'm going to explain how everything works and whatnot, and then I'll show you how everything looks like within the platform, okay? First off, we have the channel manager, which is basically the one-stop shop where you'll be managing everything: calendars, rates, reservations. It's all synchronized here in real time with all your platforms. We also offer you a website builder, so direct bookings, it's something else that you can count on. We offer you this website builder, which is a very intuitive tool, super user-friendly. There's nothing too complicated about it. Just by spending a few hours on it, a couple hours, you can end up with a professional-looking website. And then, of course, you'll be able to avoid all the commissions and fees that Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com generates. Okay. Then the property management software and the reservation software is meant for saving you time. This is where all the automation comes in. We offer you automatic pricing, dynamic pricing. You're going to have a seamless check-in and checkout process by setting up a few settings there. And then, of course, you're going to have payment processing capabilities on your website and also some ease of use for the platforms as well. Then, well, you have, of course, the Lodgify mobile app, which is Lodgify on the go. Everything you can do on your computer can be done on the mobile app as well. So you can always keep your business on the go. You can be at the beach, relaxing, and then get a message, hey, you got a new booking, or hey, you got a new message. Get that done in just a couple minutes, and that's it. And then one last thing that I want to mention on this section is the digital guidebook mobile app we offer. We call this the guest app. This is a great place for guests to go to. They will log into that with their booking ID code, and they'll see everything you have to offer. Okay, they will see Wi-Fi codes, door lock instructions. They will see the digital guidebook if you want to create one. So this is a nice tool, a nice add-on for your guests. Talking about automation and AI, well, we have a few things here. First off, we have cleaning and task management. I bet that managing cleaners, especially if you have more than one property, it's a pain sometimes. By using the cleaning and task management feature here, the whole process will be streamlined and automated. Okay, you just have to set up a few things there, create your task templates, and then schedule them to be assigned to your cleaners, and the whole process will be automatic with every single booking that you get. So this will save you a ton of time, and it's super easy to use for them as well. They just have to download an app. They will have a couple things there, like a calendar and a to-do list, and they will just report back to you directly from there. Very seamless. You also have an AI messaging assistant, and this is within the unified inbox, the one that shows you all your messages. It works just like any other AI that you know, ChatGPT, Gemini. You just have to click on a button, and you're going to be generating messages with AI in no time. Always coherent messages, continuing conversations with your guests. You can also save your replies and use the autoresponders features we offer. So this will also save you a lot of time, especially if you're getting frequent questions or if you want to send out personalized messages for your guests whenever they book or whenever they pay. This will help you with all of that. And then we integrate with a lot of industry leading tools, things like price labs, beyond pricing, features for messaging and marketing campaigns. So we have a lot of integrations that can be connected to Lodgify as well and streamlined along everything else. Now, talking a bit about the mobile app, like I said before, it's going to let you do everything you can do on your computer. You can manage your teams and tasks. You can manage all the guest messaging. You can see your analytics. All the reports can be seen there as well. And then, of course, you have access to your bookings and your calendar. So again, everything that can be done on the computer can be done on the mobile app. Finally, elaborating a bit more on the reporting part of things, you're going to have a great reporting tool. This will show you every key statistic about your business. You will find reports on revenue, revenue per channel, occupancy rates, cancellations. So there's a lot of information there that will help you make the right decisions. Okay. Now, the last part here is how the whole process would look like for you. As soon as you subscribe to Lodgify, you will be booking an onboarding session, which is completely free. You're going to have an onboarding specialist assigned to you. That person reaches out to you and they let you know exactly what you need to prepare for that session. And then, of course, they help you get everything set up, get the ball rolling from there. Then you have 24/7 customer support. You have 3 channels for that. You have email support, phone support, and an in-app chat support as well. You will always be talking to a real person. That's a question that I get asked frequently. It's always a real person that you'll be talking to. So we got you covered in case you need assistance at any time. And then finally, the marketplace we offer, it's basically to add on things to Lodgify. So you're going to have this great all-in-one solution. But if you want to add more things to it, let's say you're using price slabs or you're using Turno for cleaning and task management or Safely for insurance, there's a lot of tools that can be integrated into Lodgify, and they will just be in this streamlined process for you. Okay. Let me show you now the platform. I'm going to walk you through all these features, everything that I just mentioned, I'm going to be showing to you. First thing that I want to show you here is reservations. Every time you get bookings from any source, this means Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, or the website, you're going to see them all in here. Okay. Now, you have filters to help you organize this list. First of all, there's a few things that I'd like to point out. The pictures here will change according to your property. This is in case you have more than one property. And this little logo you're seeing, the Lodgify logo, will change according to the booking source. So just by looking at your list, you can tell, well, this booking is coming from Airbnb and it's for my property number 1. This is for property number 2 and it's coming from Verbo. So it's all very easy to identify. If that's not enough, you can always use the filters that you have here, where you can filter by dates, type of stay, channels, properties, of course. So you have a lot of filters that you can use here. Now, when you click on your bookings, you will see everything there is to know about this booking and this particular guest. You will have all the booking details displayed here. And then you also have everything related to the guest. Booking details, quote and payment information, guest details, it's also here. So everything coming from the channels will be displayed on this single page. You can download all this data as well by clicking on the download report here. When you apply filters to your list, you will be downloading a filtered report. So it's useful, especially if you want to keep your own backup or if you need to report back to someone. This is a great tool for doing this. This is the first type of report that you can generate. Now, moving on, we have the messaging capabilities. I'm going to show you the unified inbox first. This tool basically unifies all your inboxes exactly as the name sounds, and it lets you see and manage all your messaging across all platforms. It looks just the same as reservations, so it's the same concept. Picture changes according to property, and logo changes according to message source. Now, when you click on your messages, everything will show up here. You're going to have all your booking details and guest details on the right, and the entire conversation with this guest will be displayed here. Let me show you one with actual messages. Now, the messages are kept on the channels. If you get a message from Airbnb, a guest asking you something, and you respond to them, they will get that response on Airbnb. This integrates all channels. For you, it's going to be unified here, making your life easier. You don't have to log in and log out from all platforms. You can just be logged into Lodgify and manage all your messages from here. Now, this is where these two things are: the quick replies or saved replies, just to help you have a preset message in case you need to respond to something, a frequent question. And then the AI tool, which just by clicking on this button will generate messages immediately using AI. Okay. This tool can also be used for improved messages. So let's say someone's asking about pet allowance, which is a frequent question. Let's say I don't allow pets in this property. I'll just type in here, no pets, and then improve this very short message with AI. It will generate an entire message around those two words there. All right, and talking about automating things and making things easier for you, I'm gonna show you the automatic messaging now. The automatic messages can be found on the settings. We call those automatic responses, and they are triggered by specific actions that each guest will perform. Things like, for example, making a contact inquiry or making a payment, confirming a reservation. Every time they perform one of these actions here, they will get an automatic message back immediately, okay? This is something you can set up by channel as well. So if you want to have a different set of messages for Airbnb, Verbo, the website, it's something that you can set up and customize from here. We have templates in place for all of them. So you just have to go through the list, select the ones you want to use, and switch the toggle on and off. So it's all very straightforward from here. And then when you click on the edit button, you will see the template we have. This is fully customizable. You can use this template by all means, or you can also create your own messages. All right. If you have something ready, you can just copy paste it here. And then this option, messaging placeholders, will let you customize each message for each guest. This pulls up things like the guest first name, for example, the property name, booking ID. So each message will be customized for each of your guests, okay, given that personal touch. Now, another thing, and this is a fairly new feature we have, it's automatic SMS. All of these automatic messages will be sent out as customized SMS as well, as automatic SMS, okay? So that's a fairly new feature to us. We're still working on adding more automation for SMS. As of now, we only have this automatic SMS feature right here. Now, if this is short by any means, if you miss any messages, it's not here. You can always create your own custom automatic responses as well, basically setting the schedule for a message to be sent, when you want to send it, to whom, on which channels, and on which rentals. You just have to create the whole setup, and it will start working just as any regular automatic message. All right, moving on, we have the unified calendar. The main purpose of this unified calendar is to synchronize all your calendars and prevent double bookings, which is the more important thing, right? We don't want to have double bookings. So once you connect all your channels to Lodgify, this unified calendar here will take care of synchronizing them all, avoiding those double bookings. You will see all your bookings populating this view here. You're going to have two views for the calendar. The multi-view here, which is useful if you have more than one unit. It will show you all of them at once. And then you have the single view, which is just a simplified version, a more classic calendar display, if you will, where you can choose which property to see on the drop-down list right here. Now, on the calendar, on both views, multi and single view, you can select dates and do a few things. You can create manual bookings with or without quotes, and you can create closed periods, which is blocking time off the calendar if you need to. You can also edit the nightly price directly here. All of these things, creating bookings, blocking time off, editing pricing, will be pushed to your channels and your website in real time, okay? It's an API connection with the channels, so there's no delay there. It's pretty much instantly. Now, moving on to the last part of the channel manager, we have the ability to manage the content and the rates. Okay, if we go to the rentals right here, we can see all the rental settings. You will see all your properties in here, of course. And by clicking on them, you'll get to manage content, pricing, policies, all of that. Whenever you make changes here, these will synchronize with your channels and the website. So let's say you want to change an amenity or you want to change a picture. You can go here, change it, and it will be pushed to the channels. Same thing happens with the pricing. On the pricing section, you can set up your nightly prices, your prices per weekday, length of stay prices. So there's a lot of settings that you can play with here, including fees and taxes. This is where you set all of this up. And then you have a couple of exclusive settings for your website, promotions and add-ons. If you want to give out discounts related to dates, or if you want to create discount codes, you can use this section here. And then the add-ons, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can have as many add-ons here. People will see them as part of the booking process, and they will select the ones they want to use. Okay. Now, one last thing about this channel manager would be the website builder, which is very important as well. The website builder, as we said before, it's a very intuitive tool. There's nothing too complicated about it. It's meant for everyone to use. You don't need to be a web developer in order to use this tool. And it is very straightforward. You will be choosing among us a list of templates in here. You can change, of course, colors, fonts, styles, and then it's just a matter of moving things around. You will be able to create multiple pages from here. You have a header navigation bar and a footer navigation bar as well. You can create as many pages as you wish, and then just add content to it, which is all very straightforward, okay? We have some samples available on this, so I invite you to go to our help center, to our website. We have a few samples published of existing websites created with this tool. So that's something that I definitely invite you to explore. You're going to see a lot of different types of websites with different styles. So that could be a good starting point in case you're interested in building the website with this tool, okay? All right. Now, the last thing that I'd like to mention about all of this is next steps, okay? Once you subscribe to Lodgify, you'll be booking that onboarding session. During the onboarding session, you'll be able to, of course, set everything up. You will have an onboarding specialist assigned to you, and that person will help you connect your channels, optimize your listings, make sure everything is working properly. And then once you're live, once everything is properly connected and set up, you will have the customer support team backing you up, okay? There's one last thing that I'd like to mention that I didn't mention before, and is that we offer you dynamic pricing as well. There's a few tools out there like Price Labs or Beyond Pricing that some of you might know. We offer our own dynamic pricing tool, which is very good. It will consider all the market trends, things like, for example, availability, occupancy, similar properties within the same area, and it will set the prices within a range that you will define. So this is like another thing, an extra thing we offer. Okay. Now we have a whole new section here. These are the advanced features that I would like to talk a bit about as well. I'm just going to do a quick pass by this. If I actually go back here, I can show this to you. Give me just one sec. All right. Now we have the advanced features. We have a set of tools here that are very useful. You have the advanced reporting tool, which is great. It'll show you every key statistic about the business. You can actually filter these reports by dates, by properties. You can compare to previous dates as well. So if information is what you need, you're going to get all of it on this reporting tool right here. Okay. We also have a few other things. You have an accounting tool in case you need one. This will help you track payments, expenses, taxes, channels, commissions. It can be set up to generate reports whenever you need them, every week, every month, every quarter. And you can report back to your owners, for example, or to your team. That's the owner statements tool right here. This tool needs a bit of manual setup. Then when it's set up, it's going to generate these reports automatically. I just want to show you how a report would look like because I know some of you might be interested in this. Again, you can track payments, expenses, taxes, channels, commissions. You will have a full breakdown by rental here, everything divided by each specific section. So it gives you a lot of valuable information. Okay. Now, next thing that I'd like to show you is the cleaning and task management feature, which is very important as well if you're looking for automation. Now, this tool offers you everything you need to keep track of your cleaners, for example, or any staff you have working at your properties, and it will automate the whole process of dealing with them. You'll be creating there, let me go back here. You'll be creating task templates that you can then assign to your team. They will review all of this on their end, and they will send you reports when they complete a task. You will find that on the task section right here. And this is how this tool looks like. They will see a calendar just like this with all the bookings and all the tasks. And you will see the result of their work on the inspection section right here. Every single task that was assigned or that is yet to be completed, you will see all of that from here. Okay. Then, well, you also have a couple other things that I'll just mention. You have, for example, the smart locks integration feature, which is huge. If you have smart locks on your properties, this will let you streamline the whole process of creating and assigning codes, activating and deactivating those codes. We have a very specific list of smart lock devices that can be connected to Lodgify. We have a full article on that, so that's another thing that I invite you to check. But it's actually very good. Lets you streamline that whole process, making your life easier as well. Okay. And then, well, that's pretty much it. We've come to the best part. We have the Black Friday deal going on right now. This is a 60% off on our yearly and the 2-year subscriptions. So this is definitely the best time of the year for joining Lodgify. You will get the free onboarding session that we mentioned before, and it's a limited promotion. So it's limited for a certain amount of people. The sooner you subscribe, the better. That will let you lock the onboarding session as well. Those guys get booked pretty quickly. So again, the sooner you subscribe, the sooner you can get your onboarding session and you can get the ball rolling from there. All right. Okay, I think we're ready for questions. I'll hand it out to you again, Mikkel.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Marcel. We've got a couple questions so far, I think 3, but it's not too late. If you still have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat now. But okay, let's start with a question from Keith, and he wants to know if they maintain ownership of their domain.
Yes, that is correct. If you have your own domain, let's say that you already have a domain of your own and you want to use it on the website you built with Lodgify, that is one option, and it's absolutely possible. Then when you subscribe to Lodgify, you will get your own domain as well. Especially if you go for a yearly or a 2-year subscription, you will get a free custom domain of your own. Okay. If you subscribe on a monthly basis, which doesn't make much sense right now with that promotion going on, but if you happen to subscribe on a monthly basis, it's going to be something like yourrentals.lodgify.com. Okay. With the yearly and the 2-year subscription, there's no Lodgify anywhere. It's going to be yourrentals.com. Does that answer your question properly? Is that what you wanted to know, Keith?
If you have follow-up question, Keith, go ahead and put it in the chat.
Yeah, awesome.
But I think it's clear. Thank you. Okay, question from Colin. How do you manage promotions? For example, replicating the promotion facilities on the channels. Does that question make sense to you, Marcel?
Yes, it makes sense. The one thing is, I mean, the detail is that since the channels manage their own promotions, it's not really possible to set up promotions from Lodgify. Let's say a promotion you want to have on Airbnb. It's not going to work on Airbnb. The promotions and add-on section we offer, it's only for your website. Okay. In those cases, if you want to have a special promotion on Airbnb, it's something you have to set up on Airbnb because they deal with that themselves, if that makes sense.
Okay. And then Keith had a follow-up question. What happens to that domain if we leave Lodgify later?
Well, in that case, if you went for the long-term subscription, let's say the yearly or the 2 years, and you got your own free custom domain, that's something that you can keep. It's something that comes along the subscription, and it's your own domain now. Okay, so you get to keep it if you leave Lodgify. I think that
it's theirs for life. They don't need to worry about losing it or anything.
Exactly.
Okay. Nice. Okay, a couple questions from David. Can you clone websites, or do you have to build everyone from scratch? So I'm guessing David has multiple properties he wants to create multiple sites for in this case.
Yeah, in that case, you're going to have one single website. let's say you have 5 properties. You're going to have one single website, and all the 5 properties will be on that website. So it's not really a matter of cloning websites. You'll just have to create a section for each of your properties, if that makes sense. You're going to have something like a rentals tab, for example, that people can click on and then see all the properties there, choose the one they want to book, and then proceed with the booking process. So again, it's only one website for all of your listings. You don't have to create multiple individual websites. It's going to be a single website for all of your listings. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Then another question from David. If regarding reporting, whether we provide data from Airbnb insights.
Airbnb insights, I'm assuming it's information about your bookings, revenue, and that kind of
I'm
things.
guessing so,
So the
yeah.
answer to that is yes. Using the advanced reporting tool, you'll be able to see all the insights from Airbnb. This gives you information from all channels. Okay. So if you're connected to Airbnb, Verbo, and Booking.com, just to set an example, those reports will reflect that data. Okay. So yes, you'll see information on revenue per channel, occupancy rates, cancellations. You have like 15 different reports there. All the key statistics are there, and you have information from all sources. All right.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. David responded, insights referring to searches on Airbnb specifically, not revenue data. I'm guessing here, let me put it on the screen so you can see it.
Oh yeah, thank you. Searches on Airbnb specifically, that means how much traffic you're getting on Airbnb, how many visits to your profile, and that kind of thing.
I think he might
Let
be
me.
wondering about like user search behaviors on Airbnb. And I'm guessing we don't have this, but you'll know
Yeah, no,
better.
not specifically. No, you're gonna get information from your bookings and your guests and all of that, but not really as per traffic. That's something that it's not possible to track on our end. On the website, on the other hand, we can connect Google Analytics to your website. So that's something that you will get information, that kind of information from your website, but not from the channels.
Awesome. Okay. And we have actually a blog on how to set up Google Analytics. So I'll put that in the chat for anyone who's curious. All right. David says, thanks. So it looks like we're getting to the last couple questions. Just a reminder here, if you guys have anything else you want to know, go ahead and put it in the chat. Here's one I'm not sure if we can even answer, to be honest, Marcel.
Yeah, I was
Jonathan
looking
says,
at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that Jonathan says Airbnb has 48% of the market. How much of the remaining 52 does Lodgify occupy?
All right. I think there's a misconception, Jonathan, because Lodgify, we're not an OTA, an online travel agency. It's a different type of beast, let's say. Airbnb, you can actually book on Airbnb. What Lodgify offers is a platform that unifies all the OTAs, okay? So it's not like we have a share of the market. We're going to provide you a platform where you can manage those channels like Airbnb, Verbo, Booking.com. So it's not really that, I mean, people will not book on Lodgify, if that makes sense. You will use Lodgify for managing your business. Okay.
And I guess the caveat here is if you use our website builder to create your own direct booking website, then you could encourage bookings, direct bookings to your website, which in that case would kind of be competing with Airbnb. Something we do offer every season, at least every year, is a Lodgify report. We'll be releasing one in January, probably for each of our main markets, including for the US. And it'll include insights on metrics like ADR, occupancy, that kind of thing per booking channel. So that'll be direct bookings versus the OTAs like Airbnb, Booking.com, and Vrbo. So if you're interested in seeing more insights like that, definitely check our blog. We'll probably be getting it via email as well if you're already part of our community at the beginning of the year. So that'll have some more info that'll kind of speak to that kind of data. Let's look at another question from David. What is the effectiveness of Google vacation rentals, and do you have any supporting data or evidence?
Well, we don't have data for like exact information, but it is huge in terms of exposure. In the last couple of years, I've talked to a lot of people who has been using it, and it's been huge because it not only helps you with the website exposure, also exposure for your channels. In case you're not familiar with how Google Vacation Rentals work, let's say I'm a guest and I'm looking for a place to stay in a specific area, all right? Let's say Barcelona, Spain. I'm looking for a place to stay there. So when I'm looking in Google, vacation rental, Barcelona, Spain, short-term rental, Barcelona, Google shows me a map with all the properties in that area. I will see all the properties there with pins. It's going to be pins on the map with the price on them. I will then choose the one I prefer, and then I'll see everything about that property, amenities, arrangements, pricing, of course, and then links to get to your website, which will be the first one there, and also links to get to your channels, Airbnb, Verbo, Booking.com. So it's actually very, very useful. As you might know, exposure is the key to this business. So this gives you a lot of it. So yeah, we don't have the exact number on how much of an impact it can have, but I'm sure it's huge. Most people use Google for finding things online, so I'm sure it's huge.
For sure. Yeah, I feel like it's the kind of thing that you don't really want to be not listed on Google, right?
Mhm. Agreed. Yes.
Yeah. Follow up question to that: is Google Vacation Rentals different from your Google business profile?
Yes, it's absolutely different. Actually, one of the requirements for Google Vacation Rentals is having your own website, which I don't think it's a thing with Google Business Profile. So yes,
I
these
don't
are
think so.
completely different Google services.
Yeah, because even if you, I mean, we've all Googled for businesses, right? And they have a Google business profile show up, but they don't necessarily have a website.
Hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I think that brings us to everything but our last question, which is what are the prices? Which, of course, right now we have our Black Friday sale with 60% off. So I don't know if you want to speak a little to the current prices, Marcel.
Yeah, of course. Give me just a sec. Pricing depends on a few things. It depends on, of course, the number of listings you have. So let's say you have only one listing, the price would be one. And then, of course, the more listings you have, the higher the price is going to get. Let me share this with you guys so that I can actually show what I'm talking about here. As Mikael said, we have the 60% off deal, which only applies to yearly and bi-yearly subscriptions. So let me just show you something here. Let's do a little experiment here. Again, the 60% off applies to yearly and 2-year subscriptions. Let's say I have one listing and I want to go for the ultimate plan on a yearly basis. In that case, the regular price it's $59 per month. The yearly and the 2-year subscriptions are paid up front, so you will pay for the year or the 2 years when you subscribe. But in the long term, it's the better deal by far, especially counting with the Black Friday deal. So if I use the Black Friday code, which is BF60, you will then see the discount being applied at checkout here. For one listing on the Ultimate plan, which includes every single feature we offer, you're going to pay $352.50. Okay, this is for an entire year. If you subscribe today, the next time you pay would be on November 2026. So I'm sure most of you guys can cover an entire year with only a couple bookings. So it's actually a great deal, especially with the discount going on right now.
Awesome. And I'm also going to put the link to our promo pricing page here in the chat for anyone who
Yes.
wants to revisit it later.
Yes, on the pricing page, you will see something very similar, if not the same as this right here. So you can put in there the exact number of listings you have and then start playing around with it. You will have a full list of the features included in each plan as well. That will make you choose. But then, of course, the recommendation is always going at least for the professional so that you don't pay any booking fees at all. And then, of course, if you want to get every single feature we offer, go for the ultimate. With that Black Friday deal, this is the absolute best recommendation. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our questions. Oh, looks like one just appeared. Oh, when does the Black Friday promo expire? That's a good last question.
Well, in theory, it expires by the end of the month. But as I said before, it's a limited promotion. I think this is intended for like the first 500 people that subscribe. So I'm not really sure where we are. I think the last time I checked, we were at 150 or so. So the sooner we get to the end of the month, the more likely it is that you will be left out. So again, the sooner you move forward, the better. Make sure you secure this deal. It's a one time thing for us in the year. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely the biggest sale of the year. So great time to try Lodgify. And then also I'll say that Whether or not you're decided yet, whether or not you're still thinking about it, the first step is just creating a free trial. We offer the 7-day free trial, so it doesn't hurt to just create the trial and try it out for a bit before you make your decision. And there's actually a button there at the bottom of your screen that says "Get 60% off Lodgify." That'll take you right to where you can find more information about the prices and set up your free trial. So yeah, that is it. Any last words of wisdom you want to share, Marcel? Or
No, well, I think a good conclusion to this whole demo would be this will make your life so much easier. There's a lot of manual work involved in managing properties. Even if it's only one property, you'd be surprised. We have over 200,000 people using the software, and most of them have only one property. So this will save you a ton of time and manual work. You can spend time doing what matters the most. You can use this time for whatever you want, and then just leave us the heavy loading. We're gonna take care of automating everything you need to be automated. So yeah, ease of use, automation, making your life easier, less manual work. Those could be the main takeaways from this call here today.
100%, yeah, and a great way to enter the new year, right? With freeing up your time and making your hosting life easier. Amazing. Okay, well, thank you so much, Marcel, for the live demo, and thank you everyone for joining and for your questions. And anything you think of later that you wish you would have asked, go ahead and put them in the chat, and I'll check it tomorrow and see if we can get you an answer. So, all right, thank you all, and have a great rest of your day.